I'm Astrologer Val Evans. Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday, September 9th, and I'll be reading the charts and cards to find out more what the royals are up to this week. Only on this channel can you learn how to make your own predictions using your solar return chart. So even if you're not a royal watcher, you can still find out plenty of astrology tips. In this show, we will be discussing what major changes that a total lunar eclipse will be bringing some of the royal family members. And we'll be reviewing some of King Charles's charts, like his predictive solar return chart, Prince William's solar arc chart, and Prince Harry's solar arc. His meeting with King Charles, is it causing a huge rift with Prince William and his father? Will it shift the family dynamic, and what could be the final outcome? So we're going to look into that. And a quick announcement, because of your support and the new memberships, I have a new true crime show coming up, and it's every Tuesday. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get reminders. Let's talk about the eclipse. First of all, in ancient times, a total lunar eclipse was a pretty big deal, especially when it came to kings and the royal. A lunar eclipse way back in the day in the morning was considered pretty bad, and that's not the case this time. It came in the evening, UK time, GMT. But in the morning, it would reveal the end of a dynasty. An eclipse in the evening might portend a disaster or some type of coming plague of some sort. So yay. But we're going to look at some of the positive things that could potentially come in. We're going to talk about this card that I got, the Five of Pentacles. I came up for this show, such a revealing card showing just you're out in the cold and maybe don't have money, maybe you're sick, nobody cares. They lock the door on you. Very difficult card. There is the promo for tonight, and that is at 9 p.m. Eastern. Wow. This is some stuff that's coming to light, probably because of the solar eclipse. We're going to see how Pisces plays into it. Of course, we're going to be talking about hospitals and doctors and what happened on the day that Lisa Marie Presley, the king's daughter, passed in 2023. We're going to look at the event chart as well as her solar return and Priscilla Presley's, the king's ex-wife and mother to Lisa Marie. We are talking about Pisces today. We've got Saturn backing up into Pisces. It is karma time. And if you were not doing what you were supposed to be doing, you are in big trouble. So we're going to look and see how that translates into the royal environment. Joanne, nice to see you. I don't know. Why was Catherine attacked about her hair? It is so ridiculous. And the fact that she would even have to respond to it is unbelievable. She looks beautiful any way she puts her hair. A lot of times it shows that people don't like change. And so you can see really that's revealing in itself, is that if there's a little bit of change, people have trouble. Pisces represents art, artists, artwork about secrets, actors, ASMR, soft things like voices to help put you to sleep, bed, the color blue and aqua, beaches, cures. I like that one. Dancing, doctors, things that are dreamlike, dreams, ethereal things, beauty, really. Fisheries and fishermen, anybody who is doing work on the water, gasoline and chemicals, glass, homosexuals, illusions, influencers, big time right now, influencers. What are you always seeing? Paint and makeup. So you are seeing influencers talk a lot from bed, talk while they're putting makeup on, and you're also seeing them drink a lot while they're telling their stories too. A lot of Piscean things. And of course, dancing. They love to dance, lots and lots and lots of dancing. Now with Saturn in Pisces, it shows responsibility of the influencers, can show sadness or maybe redo some of their content. And it also represents the death of influencers, which we have seen. Magicians, movie, films, mirrors, the Navy, ocean, sea, oil, hotels, hospitals, plastic surgery, nonprofits, pajamas, psychics. Did you see that there was something that came out about an FBI agent who used a psychic, and that was on morning talk shows? So that was a big one. I don't think we've seen that before. We've got sleep, swimming, things that are soft, quiet, therapists, nighttime water, insurance, whispering. We'll see when there's a lot of Pisces and there's a crime chart, probably something that happened at night. Somebody has a secret. Ghosts and ghosting. If someone ghosts you, they kind of appear like a fish and disappear. And then, of course, 12th house matters represent jails, drugs and addiction, hidden things, secrets, fraud and fraudsters, medical malpractice, pedos, lies, criminals, things that are distorted, fake, disguises, pornography, nightmares, and disappearing things. So when you hear about disappearances, people who disappear, there's going to be some Pisces types of things in the background. So also cover-ups, spies, and big waves, lots of floods. Don't forget insurance. So always good to have insurance because I'm afraid to say the floods are back. They're coming. They're coming. Now here is I mean, I'm not even going to show this for that long, but what a creepy, uh, artwork. And the secret came out about the artwork that had a little bit to do with corn. And there was another artwork, or there was another piece of art drawn that shows Epstein, a pedo, lying down. So, I mean, you can't get enough Pisces in that scenario. Then we've got Angela Rayner right before she disappeared and quote unquote resigned. She was seen with wine in front of the water, and then of course drinking alcohol, wearing blue because it's the color blue as well. So if we're in crime charts, we're trying to see some type of a description, say of a vehicle, or even the perp himself, that can come out like maybe somebody was wearing blue. With Scorpio, it's more like black or deep purple, sometimes purple. We've got asylum hotels everybody's talking about, and they are shut. So Saturn in Pisces is like rejection of the hotels or poverty in the hotels. And then, like I said, people who disappear. This is Caleb Harris. His remains were found in Corpus Christi, and we would see lots of photos of him fishing and holding up fish. Also, the health trusts in England are, again, after a long time of not doing this, they're ranking um, hospitals from best to worst. And of course, analysts say idea is of limited use to patients. I think not. I think it's hopeful. And Norfolk Hospital, worst in country as NHS league tables reintroduced. So they're getting ranked. There's responsibility involved here with the hospitals. So very, very Saturn and Pisces. And then we've got a US Navy sailor, Pisces being Navy, convicted of spying for China. We also have nonprofits, which are Pisces, and a doctor and a scandal. So, and keeping in mind, Pisces represents a scandal and a scam. So we're seeing lots of that stuff. So on to King Charles's transit and his total lunar eclipse between September 7th and 8th. We're going to look at this is his birth chart. And I know, Jen. And how about the new Wuthering Heights trailer? Isn't that so Pisces? I didn't see it. I'm going to have to check it out. Thanks, Paula. I hope you're having a good week too. You pulled the Three of Cups earlier for this reading. So is that confirmed Charles is meeting Harry? Yeah, I think he is. Teresa, that's a good idea. I should probably do Facebook. And Golnaz, you said, Val, I think Amber predicted that train tragedy where the Ukrainian refugee girl was killed. Am I right? She did say something about underground or train. Oh my God, I don't remember that. But that was just recent, so I'll have to check it out. So, okay. Blue represents the throat chakra to speak. Good point. It also represents the feet. So pain in the feet. It's no fun. All right, so this is King Charles, and we've got the lunar eclipse. And where is it going? Well, it is going through his ninth and third house. And so ninth isn't really nice for the royals because it means publications and things that come out in the news. So it's kind of like a little challenging part there. Got a little stellium here in Virgo. So this can be healthcare workers, healthcare matters. And Mercury is in there too, which represents two or more. It's like a little group there, group of doctors. And what I don't like is that all of this is conjunct King Charles's Black Moon Lilith. And this can represent people who do not have your best interest in mind. There could be maybe new doctors that are being introduced that they're not like your old doctors. So you have to be careful of that. You have to be careful of who you're meeting in this time frame when Black Moon Lilith is involved. So that's one thing. That could be something personal that he might be dealing with. And if you were to look at his siblings, I think last week I might have accidentally said that this third house was Andrew. But what you do is you look at let me see. So it's King Charles, and the third house is younger sibling. So that's going to be Anne. And then the one after that is Andrew. So yeah, I think I was looking at Prince William's chart. That's why I'm getting confused. So in his chart, the fifth house is Andrew, and Pluto rules that. So he's kind of out of that eclipse energy. So that's really good. So the third house could represent something that's coming in for maybe what he wants Anne to be doing, his younger sister, third house, younger sister. But it's also, it's the messenger. So this could be someone who is maybe a fraud. You've got to really be careful of that with Pisces, as well as maybe a thief. So I want to let me see here. I want to hook up my extra camera here, and I want to find out what's going on with this. Could this be a thief? I wonder, that's in the middle of things in this lunar eclipse for King Charles. It looks a little difficult. Somebody coming out, somebody maybe who is going to be wearing blue. What is this that we're seeing? Does this have to do with a thief? Eight of Cups. Well, it's something that maybe was given up on. Looks like a yes. Might have been, I don't know why I was doing that. Might have been from a long time ago where they wanted to leave it and go. But tell us more about maybe, it's funny how we get so much Piscean there. This is the beach here. See that? Let me fix my camera here. So I wonder what that could mean with regard to King Charles. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. All right. So clarifier card for King Charles, and maybe like somebody who is very deceptive, unapologetic, unempathetic, somebody who only cares about themselves. And it's almost like third house is an email. So there could be some kind of an email that's coming in from someone, or it could be about a past email where it comes back and you didn't even think anything of it. And then suddenly, it is, it's almost traumatizing. What is this that we're seeing? The Fool. So we've got some ladies in there, and maybe something new, more water. Is this fraud? Four of Cups, more women. This person is a little bit bored, has a lot of lot of options here. I can't believe it was 3 women in a row. So maybe a group of women, I hate to say it. It could be because of Virgo there. These are birds and they are they're being very, very, these are bored women and they're coming out and they're being very critical, possibly. So that's a challenging side of Virgo. It's the critical side. But on the other hand, Virgo are cleaners. Everything is spotless, and they're also accountants. So there could be something that has to do with accounting that King Charles has to reevaluate here. But this is shady accounting. Are we talking about shady accounting? Oh, looks like it. Looks like it's a yes. It's the Hermit. Another female. She's working by herself. Tell us more about this shady accounting. Why do I always say accounting with Virgo? Because every time I have a client and there's a lot of Virgo, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they've got a great job and they're an accountant because Virgo represents jobs and workers. So more information on accounting. Okay. The world. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. This is going to be affecting from a large scale, possibly. And it's possible. I mean, I don't think, I don't know. I should probably refrain from giving my opinion about King Charles, but it is something I think it's really I think it might more hurt him instead of him hurting others. Giving benefit of the doubt. So let's see. Tell us King Charles's motives in this. Are they good? Oh, they have to do with a garden. Maybe they're the gardeners. Could have something to do with something earth related. Maybe his charity for what does he, it's like the environment. Is this about the environment and any of King Charles's charities? No, got the sun. Okay, that's good. So many women. One more clarifier card on describing what we're seeing with the lunar eclipse through King Charles's chart in the 3rd and the 9th. Queen of Wands. Yeah, we're dealing with some females here. And this is a queen. Could this have to do, oh my God. No, don't do this, Megan. Is this going to involve Megan, this eclipse energy? 3 of Wands. Wow. Gosh, my audio's off. It's been Gomez. Come on. Someone does come to mind, but I will not say her name. Probably good that you don't. Maureen, how are you? You're watching from South Africa. So, let's think about this. All women and Meghan Markle. Could the whole thing, because remember, Saturn's going back into Pisces. Pisces also represents, I don't think I put it on that slide, but it represents a virus too. So from a mundane standpoint, there might be simply something that you want to do, but you can't because maybe there's something going on where everybody's sort of stopped. So could this mean that we're going to have any more type of virus issues in the next 3 to 6 months? Maybe that stops King Charles. 8 of Swords reversed. Oops, I got to add my camera again. I got to do everything all over again. One sec. Okay. So 8 of Swords reversed. So maybe not. He is not, because it is a twin event. But women. Oh my God, you guys. I hope he was nice to the ladies. Hello, Inga. Nice to see you. And, okay, give us more. This is about King Charles. Let's look at the chart again. So let's see if we can find women. Let's see if we can find women in this. And I'm even going to add, can I add this too? No. Okay. So we've got Black Moon Lilith. The moon is a woman. This is a foreign woman. It could be a foreign woman who, because this is a conjunction right to that Black Moon Lilith, opposing Mercury, which is a group of women. What? Could be a group of doctors. Oh, God. I mean, King Charles has enough to think about, right? And this comes in healthcare workers, accountants, maybe older, because this is close to Saturn, which is an older group of women. They're pretty irritated. This could have something to do with the I wonder if it has to do with the hotels, the asylum hotels. And maybe they are connecting King Charles with it and being very, very critical about it, because they're like, well, what about you? You've got all of this empty space and everybody has to deal with all of this. King Charles doesn't feel like that's his territory. It's not in his wheelhouse. Maybe it is. Maybe he is doing something that has to do with helping. But here's the thing. It looks like these people are not very nice. I don't think it's reflecting that King Charles has done something necessarily bad. I mean, these eclipses, things do come out. They do come out. But this is particularly nasty, these women, I think. I do think. So, and they're sad and they don't have money because of the Saturn conjunction there with this group. So these, I think these are older women, maybe. And then I'm going to move on to Prince William. I wasn't expecting to take so much time on this slide, but I'm very intrigued here. Does this have to do with the asylum hotels and King Charles? Looks like a yes. And will King Charles be able to work it out with some of this group of people? I mean, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if this is true, but will King Charles be able to smooth things out here? It's going to be a problem for a while. And that's the same one we had, 4 of Cups. That is so crazy. So it's almost like a woman who is basically undone, just kind of stagnant. And she's cross. She's very cross. Inga, you think the migrants who are placed in the hotels, the hotel staff who protested for higher wages? Yes. And that's hotel workers. That's Virgo. Virgos are the workers. Pisces are the sleepers. Sorry to say. Some Pisces have Virgo in their charts, though, so they do well. It's always nice to have some Earth in a Piscean chart. Charles, hello, Jan. Charles and William said to be major shareholders in Serco, who run asylum hotels. Allegedly, Jan, how do you know this? This is amazing. What would we do without you? Okay, so, all right, so since we're on that, we might as well ask a question about Serco. And is this going to be a scandal with Serco and the royals? I mean, I guess I shouldn't say their name, huh? What's Serco stand for? Hi, Elba. All right. Is this going to be a major issue with Serco? I was going to say, please say no. Well, there it is. And it's the Queen of Wands. So, yeah, maybe somebody who runs an organization like Serco. Let's see I'm going to see who runs it. Um, okay, so they provide public services like those for government organizations, focusing on defense, citizen services, and transportation. Okay, looks like men are okay. So maybe something like Circo. Don't see any women, but definitely someone. There's a queen. There's somebody coming in, and sometimes that can mean bullying. Okay, thanks, Jen. It's been in papers for months. Oh, I'm reading the wrong papers. Hey, Teresa. Nice. How are you doing? Okay. So let's move on. But that looks like we're talking about hotels. We're talking about maybe a thief, fraud. I'm sure there probably is something coming to light because it does for all of us. And the king is no different. But what is coming to light for King Charles with this total lunar eclipse? Probably a bunch. Uh, Two of Swords reversed. So maybe something that was holding him back and a decision that was being made. Mm, it's possible he's coming out of it and he's able to make the decision. Total lunar eclipses tend to be in ancient times negative, but they say, just hang tight with the eclipse. Like, don't go making big decisions because things still have to formulate. For instance, with the House of Commons or Parliament, people are getting fired yet. They're still trying to reorganize, figure out what's going on. Now's not the time to send your resume. So that's a good example. You kind of got to let the cards fall. So with um, with King Charles, what's coming to light? Two of Swords. So two decisions maybe that he couldn't make, or a decision that he couldn't make between two things. The clarification on this decision could be the sons. Okay, the moon. Female again, also home. Home, two wolves. Amber got that last time. Two again. Uh, Definitely something coming to light here, guys. This is going to be interesting. Jan, Circo Board of Directors, majorly female. How about that? Did not see that on a precursory review of their information. Golnaz, I think the British people have had it with the monarchy and its affiliation with Islam. I think so. Some women might protest the king. Remember the gang victims in Britain. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. And those women here could be these could be victims that maybe they are getting a little bit of freedom now to speak. So things coming to light, Jen. Okay. Allegedly. Thanks, Jan. We need the allegedlys. Okay, so there's King Charles. The only thing that is concerning for him is that this isn't something that comes to light where it's like, let's have some tea. This is some bad behavior here, and it looks like it could be on both sides, both parties. Maybe bad behavior is, or bad, maybe it's accounting, maybe it's a bad hotel. Could be something that happens. Is this a specific hotel, I wonder? Because I think it's generally about hotels and asylum hotels. But are we talking about one specific hotel where suddenly people are speaking out? Three of Swords reversed. Maybe it's three hotels. Yeah, looks like it's another woman in pain. Hi, Deb. Well, come on in. We're talking about King Charles. We're talking about how the eclipse, where it's positioned in his chart. It's the 3rd and the 9th. So the 9th can represent something coming out in a publication. And because of all of there's like a group there in Virgo, could be some pretty critical women that are talking about something. There's an opposition to King Charles. He actually has Black Moon Lilith. Not all of us have that, but it looks as if there's some pretty mean people coming out, and they've got teeth. They have got teeth, and they are ready to speak out. It looks like a bunch of women. I mean, I don't know, Jan, maybe you know about all of this, but this is news to me. And hopefully, I'm not telling stories. This is for entertainment purposes only. We're just looking at the cards. Shauna, nice to see you. And it's a special day for Shauna. You guys, this is a very special day. It's Shauna's birthday. Happy birthday. What a great day. And you'll have to wish her a happy birthday, one of our favorite moderators. Okay, so 3 of Swords. This is women who they are very motivated. Let me tell you, what are they going to be motivated to do, these women? What are these women going to be motivated to do when it comes to King Charles? Queen of Cups reversed. So, and a clarifier card, something that has to do with maybe the queen herself. 3 of Cups. So maybe it has to do with some kind of an event that's going to happen, and maybe it has to do with Queen Camilla. Does this have to do with Queen Camilla at all? Eight of Swords again. Wow. So now there's also a possibility that it could have to do with the personal life where there are 2 women. And so there is that old narrative about 2 women. So, wow. Yes, a 9-9 baby. Woo! And okay, Jen, you drew the Strength card, which depicts a woman taming the lion. Oh boy, we got a lion slayer. And thank you, Shauna. Oh, that's interesting, Teresa. You were mentioning the little Asian boy jumping out of the window at Buckingham Palace and denied as false news by Buckingham House. Excuse me, was fake part of the movie. Okay. Fake. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Teresa, you're like, I saw that with my own 2 eyes. Yeah, twins again, 2 women, 2 or more. So we're seeing twins come in, and that chart, I mean, look at the chart. You've got the twins right there, right here. So 10 degrees. You know what? 10 degrees, that's government. That's a government group. I wonder if, because we've got some women who have resigned in Parliament. Are we talking about people that have to do with the government that are being critical of? I don't think so. I think that's something that they don't do. But are we talking about government women? I'm just looking at 10. 10 can just mean, I mean, it's Capricorn, so it could just mean an older group. Could be poor, poverty. Could be a migrant group. So are these people, are we talking about something coming out of the government that could be a challenge for King Charles? Okay, 10 of Cups again. So it seems like a no. Not always no is a reverse card, but don't know. All right. Yeah, I know, aren't Diana and Camilla both Queens of Cups? So, hi, Miko. Thank you, Shauna. You're so sweet. And yeah, could it be women from the European Parliament? Are we talking about women from the European? I don't think so. I think these are like actual victims, but it's a good question because it is 10 degrees. Could it be women from the European Parliament? Death reversed. So could be maybe from the past. So yeah, twins, queens, maybe Queens itself. There's a place, there's so many things that have royal names. Maybe we'll see some royal types of things coming in, like names and all. Okay, let's get over to the solar return chart, which you can do yourself if you go to AstroSeek. We're pulling his 2024 because we haven't gotten to November yet. We haven't gotten to his 2025 chart. So solar only tab. So this is it. And he is, you can pull a calendar and label it yourself. This is where your birthday starts. And then every house is the months following your birthday. And I've got one of these. I've got a T-square, and it's been difficult. It has been difficult. Things pull you back when you really want that forward momentum. And you can see how Prince William is on that red triangle. That's a T-square. He's over here. The moon represents the fifth house of the first child. So he's over here being extremely critical. And so that could be part of, Prince William is in there squaring part of fortune. So you don't like squares to your part of fortune in your solar return chart because it shows somebody who's trying to block what you're trying to do. And so what does King Charles want to do? Well, you look at Chiron, and Chiron is healing when it's blue. So he wants to heal from something. He wants to heal from, obviously, his ailments, but there's also healing within the family as well. So interesting how his family and his health are both the moon this year. So it doesn't look easy. Doesn't look easy. So we're going to go to September. We got September 9th. So I think we're right on the cusp here for King Charles. So we would look at Jupiter and then we would look at Saturn because there's going to be quite a change of energy that happens. And so we're right in here in the Sag time frame. So Sagittarius can represent marriage. It can represent court, foreign things coming in from a foreign place, or you maybe even traveling long distance. And it can represent being, of course, in the news because Sagittarius represents publications. So publications, lots of publishing. Okay, so I wanted to show you that with this red line, where is it? Oops. Yeah, so this is like, you cannot do that. I do not want you to be doing that. And it's probably William. Now, so Jupiter it's good right now. It's retrograde, not a very strong month because of the retrograde, but he's about to go into the Saturn period, which is going to happen any day now, if not maybe already. But then Saturn comes in here. So this is a whole big thing here that's happening. It doesn't look so bad, actually, because of the nice grand trine here. It almost looks like there's something pretty big in his career that happens, which I wonder if this might be the catalyst for what's going to happen after that. Because notice that Black Moon Lilith is on the top here, and this is having a strategy to do something. It has to do with maybe old art. I hope it's not Nazi art, but it's other people's art because it's Scorpio. It's other people's art. I swear I'm going to get to Prince William, but I mean, this is just, we got to read this here. Are we talking about, and we've already heard in the past at least year about people getting their artwork back from World War II. But what is this that we're seeing in this grand trine with King Charles? High Priestess reversed. Okay. Something about a female. Maybe an angry female. Usually High Priestess is something that is religious and mystical. But someone who is... All right, let me ask about the artwork. Is there anything that King Charles has to worry about with regard to stolen artwork? The Fool reversed. Okay, thank God. No. But still, getting kind of the same cards with these females here. Anything revolving around the artwork that the kingdom, the royals, are holding. And so that was kind of a little bit of a different question. So maybe it's another country. Maybe it's not necessarily Germany. So that I'm thinking about. So very interesting. We'll have to think about that. So artwork might be coming in that we're going to be seeing. Thanks, Jan. All right, thanks, Elvaz. Yeah, there was, the red. Yes. Remember, he was painted red in that one art. We haven't seen that much, although I don't think they go around talking about their the artwork that was done for them. But Prince William, I think he's got one as too. I think all of them, they all have a painting. I'd like to see, what was Prince William's painting? Prince William portrait. What did that look like? Okay, so he had the one where she's in green. That's a nice one. So it wasn't just him, it was him and Catherine. Okay. Yeah, we might be talking about jewelry because of the Pisces. Pisces is diamonds. We saw that a lot in Elizabeth Taylor's chart. All she did was talk about diamonds. And there's Pisces in Kim Kardashian's chart as well. Always wanted to flashy flash. You think Elphaz? Maybe that's possible. Shauna, you're so funny. Okay. Now let's get back to, so something actually pretty big is coming in with this Saturn here. This is artwork from the past. Maybe he's having art returned from him, but this is kind of shady. This is shady art. That's what this is because of the Black Moon Lilith. What? Okay, I need more cards. What is this shady art here? This could be sexy art. I mean, we already saw it. Is there? I hope they're not going to tie all of this Donald Trump stuff in with the royals, but I mean, that's some pretty shady, like sexual kind of art. Are we talking? Does that have something to do with King Charles at all? Oh, no. Ruh-roh. Yeah. And it just seems like something is coming out in a publication because of the ninth house. Usually with the Grand Trine, it shows it's not terrible. It's just, oh God. It could be old letters like to Camilla showing a romance. Are these like is this old stuff between King Charles and maybe someone in his past? God, we've got the Fool again. So maybe youthful things from the past, maybe something that makes him feel better. It's possible. Okay. So now, nice blue Grand Trine. We always love a blue Grand Trine. It gets us out of things. It allows us to be secret if we want to. If something's in the ninth house, could mean that something is being published, but it's sort of like something he wants to have published, if that makes sense, because the blue line is something that you want and you're going to do. But then once we get through to that Capricorn, we're going to get into Aquarius. And so Uranus is like this, it backfires. That's that. You see this? Remember the Travis Kelsey prediction? You guys have to look at that one, the short that I just posted. Boom, remember? Down goes something. And this is a betrayal of some sort, which we've been watching for some time now. And it might have something to do with look at this beautiful art in my, salon. And or it could be a photo of some sort where there's something in the background and it causes a stir. What is the stir that is going to be caused? And it looks like it's going to really ramp up in November. What is the November? It is a shock in November. And why is it a shock? Because Uranus represents shocks. It represents it's right at the end of Taurus. So this is the Jews here. Is it like a Jewish shock? And there's that opposition here. So this is like oh God, I was not expecting that. Looks like Camilla helps him a little bit with it. But we're talking about, let me just ask, this is like a shock. This is a betrayal shock with King Charles. Tell us more. Come on. We get this woman again. It's like the cards are like, duh, it's the Queen of Cups. So she's coming out and she's mad. Red hair. It's a mad woman. Oh, and speaking of an Aries type of female, it is Aries Rainbow Child. Nice to see you, Aries. You came in exactly on time. This would describe an Aries lady, someone who maybe is wearing red. Yes, thanks, Elfaz. Last time we were talking about Diana's love letter to Charles, the one in the time capsule, and Mercury represents a car. So we could be, hello, Mesh. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I didn't see that, Deb. There was a story about art stolen in the Caribbean where Prince and Kate visited. I think they were too busy getting burgers for the little ones. Hello, Kathy. Oh, no, Jen, I'm not even going to go there. That's a long time ago, but the Gen Zs do not need to know about that one. But that's a great guess. That is a great guess. Yeah. Okay. We don't. Shauna, I know. Yes. And Eugenie is an Aries. We haven't heard from Beatrice lately. I have not seen the child. Have there been pictures? I'm thoughtful of that. I wonder how she's doing. I hope she's doing okay. Okay. Now, so yep, big shocker coming. It's in the third house, so it could be something simply about Anne. This is something that is unexpected, maybe for Anne. It could be a sibling, could be an email. I guess we're going to have to see. So this is Prince William's birth chart. So if you go to a birth chart and you want to know where the younger sibling is, you go to the third house, which is here. But if you want to know about the younger sibling's money, you are going to go to the fourth house, because the fourth house is the second from the third, and the second house represents money. So it is ruled by Venus, because we've got Taurus here. And look at how poor Prince Harry, yes, I said it, poor Prince Harry, his money is right on Algol, which is Medusa. So this is, and it's pain. It's the wounded healer is next to him. So finances are really going to maybe be conflated, I guess, with possibly love, affection, or he doesn't get as much as his brother and it hurts him. But this is also kind of it's nefarious energy. It's the late degrees of Taurus. So it's maybe, an addiction to thinking, because these are addictions. It's like thinking about it and obsessing over things that they're not going to be fair for Harry, that's for sure. So there's Harry there. That the fourth house is the second house of money. So we go to the Lord of the second house, and it's there. It's the family money. There it is. We are going to in the solar arc. We're in the solar arc now, and check this out. Saturn. Saturn is moving and it's very slow. It is very slow. Look at that. It is opposing this. So it looks like brothers' family money has stopped. It's dried up. And it's very difficult. So that's something that Harry is having to deal with right now. Now that is 2025, keeping in mind that the solar arc, it goes slow. Like this isn't transits here. This is slow. It's your birth chart turning on itself and making aspects. So his Saturn, Mars, Pluto, and Jupiter were here, and now they're here. Very difficult. So when is this opposition with it's responsibility, it's sadness, it's despair of Harry's money. When is this going to finish? And this is Prince William's chart. And so the solar arc was is a very ancient way of making predictions. It's probably the best way. It's just, it takes a long time for you to really see when you're coming out of a very long period. I tend to not use it because I don't want to get anybody depressed. But when we're talking about the money of Harry, when is this opposition going to end? 2031, Saturn comes out of there. But the problem is, then Mars comes in. So we're talking about Harry having issues for a very, 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 very long time when it comes to the fifth house, the family, and it affects William's family. Harry wants to be in Prince William's family, fifth house being the family house, but he can't. Saturn is the lock. Saturn represents locks, and he is locked out of the family money. Prince William wants to get back some assets to the people. Oh boy, Jan, be careful. The Bank of Pa is closed. Yeah, that's basically what we're seeing here. It's kind of like the family bank is closed. But what's so confusing, maybe not confusing, frustrating for Harry is that everybody else, they all went through the same thing. William had to lose his mother just like Harry did. They both had to deal with the press for so long. And yet now with the way things have gone and Harry's poor decisions and how he decided to do everything, even though he felt he didn't have a choice, now the tables are turned a little bit and people are starting to focus more on William and Kate. It's hard because Prince William, what is he doing? He's going to a women's charity this week or yesterday, I guess, with Kate, and they're just talking about their kids. No big deal. Harry, however, is kind of taking veiled shots about siblings. It's not a good idea, to do that. That's where we are right now. We are in June, July, August. So August 21st to September 21st. And third house is your mindset this year in your solar return chart. The third house of what's on your mind for William is right in the king area. So his mind, he can't help it. Everybody's talking about him being king. So he has to think about it. But there's somebody here who is really, really making him angry. And I think that is Sagittarius, the papers, his brother, and you could see the shocks in the papers, like talking about siblings and just veiled comments, which are making probably William very angry. Probably not something you should do. Just be neutral. This is what I have up in the thumbnail. And you can see that the sun is Harry, okay? Right here. What's weird is it seems as if they are connecting somehow. Prince William and Harry have connected somehow. You could see that it's behind the scenes. This is Harry Harry and probably somebody else. But you could see this little triangle here, which shows that they're connecting and probably connecting about their mother, which is the moon. However, there's a point of pain here because you see a little red line to Aries. This is pain and anger. It's just a general thing this year. But it's the 11th house of social media. So what you would have to do if you saw something like that is somebody's going to be hurtful and it's probably going to be on social media or it'll be among your friends. Maybe a friend says something that really isn't appropriate or something like that. Wow, this is coming up here. I didn't really see this. This is a friend. This is a friend. Opposition. I was going to talk about Harry here, but who is this? This is somebody coming in here. Fifth house. This is a family member, possibly. And the moon is the chart ruler. This could be William himself doing something naughty, doing something painful. Sometimes the way they do things is they won't show up to events that were scheduled. So that's like, oh, so painful. This is going to happen in November, probably early November. And it is in a T-square. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. This is so big because of the shock. This is a huge shock. And it's something that the family's doing that's like, you know what? Kiss off. This is a kiss off right here. It's painful. It is painful. Whoa. You know who knows about it? Harry. Harry knows about it. You know how you can tell? Because of the trine that goes to this. Oh my God. What is this? I think this is between the brothers, or at least Harry. Harry knows about it, possibly. This could be a contract. This could be something. What the heck is this? It might be an institution or organization because of the 11th house. Fifth house could be something sports related. Is it fraud? Doesn't look like it. Here's the thing. When your ruling planet is in the 11th house of making a goal for the year, that's what you want to do. You've got goals. So it might be Taurus related. Pluto is in the 5th house. So this could be a family member here. Okay, so it's a goal that he can't do something. Prince William is being held back. We have all those BML moments. All of us do. There's always somebody coming in. Could even be somebody you don't even know. Like sometimes you're like, I don't really know that many people. Who could this be? And then it's like, it's a local tax collector or something. Whereas M, I know she doesn't want to go to England, but it's strange. Well, I think she's being quiet because this is Harry's moment. It's for him to do. He is promoting his charities. And, I think she doesn't want to interfere. All right. So I'm going to pull this card here. This is a thwarted goal for William, Prince William, and he can't believe it. He can't believe it. It could be something that has to do with the family or the home because of the moon. This is a very wealthy home. Does this have to do with Prince William's home? And it's coming in November, early November, I think. It's part of his move. Whoa. Clarifier card on his home in November. It's like the rug gets pulled out. It's a big, big change that he does not want to take place. Might be like, you know what? You're going to Buckingham. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're going to have to ditch this idea that you have. Okay, clarifier card on this big shock with regard to Prince William in November. Magician reversed. So that's Prince William. And he is upside down. Now, 5th house is fun, restaurants. It can be where you're vacationing. Could have something to do with the vacation. Pluto is transforming in Aquarius. That can represent unexpected events. Regret. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why? I knew not to do it. I knew such and such was going to do this, and that person did it. That would be the Scorpio. You're going to have the you're going to have the Black Moon Lilith, the nefarious Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. This is a betrayal. This betrayal. Okay, Jan. Money from Diana's charities was supposed to go to Harry and William's charity. Reportedly, mainly went to William's charity when H left UK, allegedly. Oh, that would be something. That would be something. So I'm trying to think with the 11th house. 11th house is a big one this year. This is your hopes and dreams. And one of the hopes and dreams that he has this year, he's not going to be able to do what he wants. And Prince William, and Harry knows about it. Harry knows about it. Maybe somebody tells him ahead of time. And so you can see that because of that. Might not happen. It may start formulating in November. We might not actually see it circulating and being told till maybe January, but because that's when Pluto kicks in here. But Harry being over here with that blue line to Black Moon Lilith, this is somebody doing something that you can't see. Oh, he's doing something. And however, it could show that Harry is helping in some way. Because remember, the blue line is, it can be positive if it's in your chart. So possible that at the very least, Harry knows who this is. Maybe he's giving him a heads up. Who is this person? Are we talking about like a person that both Prince William and Harry know that is no good, really no good? Oh, good Lord. Well, this is the Kate card, but it's not Kate. It may be somebody that has to do with, can't be Kate. It's a woman. It's a woman. Clarifier card. Another female, 2 pentacles. So right now, the person's trying to decide whether they want to do what they want to do. I don't know what it is. Yes, thank you, Shauna. Okay, wow. Yeah, Aries Rainbow Child. Maybe it's a book. Yeah. No, I did not see that video. I'm going to have to check it out. Diana documentary. Yeah, so there's a little bit of discussion on whether Sloan Bella is seeing correctly, but I'll have to check it out. I'll be interested, of course, because right now we're well into the Pisces energy. Everybody's thinking about psychics. They're interested in psychics, even the FBI, which is crazy. Okay. No, Jan. Jan can do no wrong. You're good. You say allegedly you're good. And let's see, what else do I have? I got a reading coming up, so I gotta kind of get through this. I think that's all. I think that's all I had. We addressed something else that's coming up there. So always good to keep an eye out for it. We don't want to be negative. We just see it happening. And it's kind of like you're on the highway and you see a big 18-wheeler coming in. You want to know that it's up there and to keep an eye out. That's all it is. And so what happens though, it looks like within weeks after something comes in, maybe with some positive news, because we got Sag here. We've got a positive newspaper article that comes back that helps. So it doesn't look like it's a horrible type of event. It just looks like something that's pretty shocking that can be smoothed over, I think. So I've got some eclipse readings available, and check those out. And then don't forget, there it is. Don't forget on Friday, Amber and I will be doing the charts and cards for the Royals. We're going to have a recap of our weekly predictions, as well as what's going to be happening with the Royals for the next week. So, and don't forget tonight, I am starting True Crime Tuesdays. So I hope you can talk with me tonight about the Priscilla troubles. Priscilla's got troubles. And we want to know what's happening there. All right. Thanks, guys. And I'll see you soon.